technology department. Okay, from agriculture, from agrotechnology department of FUM. I invite his colleague. And I would like to invite Dr. Javadi Manish. Dr. Javadi Manish, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. If you let me to show my slides, I've prepared a few slides to start my presentation.
Please. Yes. Okay.
Would you please tell me?
Yes.
Can you see these slides?
No,
Not
I
yet.
see your picture. Please share your screen.
Okay. I don't know how.
Maybe in the down part of your screen.
I don't see any button for. Oh yeah, I found it.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ali Javad Manesh. I'm the head of Department of Animal Science. I wasn't sure how much time do I have, but I tried to prepare a few slides to present the different aspects of our department. Perhaps I would share these slides with you so you can use these the addresses of websites. And our objective at this department is to train undergraduate students with different concepts of genetics, physiology, and animal nutrition. And we try to train them to be farm managers, or if they want to continue their education to higher degrees. And also we train postgraduate students to be the supervisor of animal production section and feed industry, and they should be able to conduct high quality research. This department established in 1975, and currently we have 16 faculty members, 1 admin and 4 technicians, in addition to 2 farm managers, also around 30 labor for our daily production and our research farms. We have around 100 undergraduate students. We have 76 master students in animal physiology, animal genetics, poultry nutrition, and animal nutrition. And also we have around 97 PhD students in animal genetics and also nutrition. These are some of our colleagues, and this picture belongs to, I guess, 2 years ago. If you're interested, you can find our publications in this link. This is a publication from several years ago up to now, and this can be found here. We have several laboratories in our department. We have a general central lab, which has general equipments and instruments for all students. We have a biotechnology lab with the capacity of producing recombinant proteins and peptides and do the cell culture. We have a laboratory animal lab, which we keep mouse and rat for our experiments. And also we have a high-tech analytical lab, which has high-tech machines and instruments for the advanced experiments that we do for HDR students. And as my colleague introduced our farms, we have a dairy research farms with the capacity of 600 Holstein dairy cows. And from these dairy cows, 200 of them are milking cows, and they produce roughly about 6.5 tons milk a day. And we have another farm, which is for animal and poultry research farming. We have 2,000 head of laying hens, and these hens are in a fully automatic cages. And we have a broiler research facility with the capacity of 5,000 heads of broiler chicken. And also we have 200 of sheep. And these are all for research, and they are not a commercial units. And also we have a small facility for producing and rearing quails, 2,000 of them. And beside these production units, we have a 20 hectare of forage production, and mainly to produce some of the feed stuff consumed by these animal and birds. And we would be very happy to have future cooperation with your university, and we are looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Javadi Manish, for your nice presentation. Dr. Yasbol, do you hear me?
Yes, of course.
I would like to invite the professors from animal science in your institute, please.
Okay. Here from veterinary department also we have Professor Jaslan Maratolo Shvaeva Mirvet. Do you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Jaslan?
Yes.
Now I want to introduce our professor, Professor Mayra Kusainova. She is the head of one of the main centers of our university. Maybe Mayra will introduce her center. Mayra, do you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hello, dear participants, and I'm glad to see you all in our webinars, like video calls, and it's great to see you. And I hope this beginning of our cooperation will be successful, and we will make some educational programs or research programs together. And related to my center, I'm a head of the Center of Sustainable Agriculture. My name is Mayra Kusainova, and at our research center, we are doing different several research projects related to the international and local Republic Foundation. And one of the main projects is the international project, which is financing by NASA, USA. And we are working together with Michigan State University and South Dakota University and others, several US universities, which is related to this project. And NASA projects working have interesting aim because Kazakhstan and Mongolia, they are historical and nomadic countries, and that's why we are would like to know how is the life of nomadic people is changed before the Soviet Union and after Soviet Union period. And related to the biophysical, like climate change and the ecological change and financial changing influence to the herders. And under this NASA project, we have other peer project, which is have foundation from the National Academy of Science of USA. By this project, we are working for research of the assessment of water resource in Aral Sea region, where the local people using the local Sirdarya River for irrigation. Maybe you know the Aral region, one of the climatical ecological crisis area, and even this area very hard to do the agriculture. They are still use the water for the irrigation, and that's why we choose the different region as a very high evapotranspirated areas, and start to research there. And the third project is related to the greenhouse gas emission in the cropland areas. As example, Almaty region. We are constructed the research lab in Almaty region in different type of the plantation. As Kazakhstan, maybe you know, the one of the top countries which is produced and harvested wheat production. And for this research, we are use three type of the crops, which is the Kazakhstan harvested and produced for import, make the import to the all of the world. Is wheat, barley, and the other one crops. And by 3 years project, we would like to understand how the greenhouse gas emission influence to the other global world climate changing. And all of this research are not just to take it by this title, because we would like to know how the climate change influence the agriculture, and how we can use this knowledge for the future to save the water and harvesting the climate, harvesting the yields. Thank you very much. Sorry, we cannot hear you.
Dr. Hussein, just switch on your microphone.
Okay. Thank you very much for your nice presentation, Doctor. And now I would like to invite my colleague for his speech. I would like to head of the Department of Water Science and Engineering, Dr. Ziai. Dr. Ziai, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Dr. Ziai, please start.
Hello, everybody. I would like to. Do you hear me, Dr. Banjad? Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, please. Yes.
Let me share my screen. Hello, everybody. I would like to thank Dr. Banjad and also Dr. Yasbul from Agrarian University of Kazakhstan for this meeting, for this webinar. I would like to introduce our department very briefly. I'm Ali Naqiziai, department head of water science and engineering at Ferdausi University of Mashhad. These are my colleagues in our department. We have 16 active faculties and 4 academic staff in our department. We have one major undergrad field, which we call it water science and engineering. We have 4 minor graduate fields, including irrigation and drainage, water resources engineering, hydraulic structure engineering, and agricultural meteorology. And we would like also to add some other branches such as hydroinformatics and water resources management and planning in the near future. We have some BS and MS students. You can see here BS about 150, and MS and PhD you see here, and we have some international students around 10 in our department, mostly from Afghanistan and also Iraq countries. We have some labs, for example, fluid mechanics and hydraulics, hydraulic structure modeling, water quality, soil mechanics and soil physics, hydrology and water resources, hydrometeorology, and GIS and RS labs. Our major focus in research activities is agriculture, water management in arid regions, deficit irrigation, irrigation with saline water or treated wastewater, water recycling, landscape water usage management, dry and intermittent river hydrology, water resources management. We have some good activities in focusing on digital watershed modeling. We prepared some decision support system for surface and subsurface flow modeling and management. We have some other activities in hydrometeorology in arid and semi-arid regions, and some of my colleagues are interested in hydraulic structures. Main focus of our department is especially in modeling, in numerical modeling of water and water flows in different regions, and especially in hydrosystem modeling. I introduce my department very briefly. I would like this meeting would be a good meeting, for a good beginning for our future collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ziai, for a nice presentation. And now I would like to ask Dr. Yasvo to invite your colleagues from water departments.
Thank you, dear Hussein. I think our professors also are interested in collaboration, and now I want to give speech to Dinara Sidazimova to introduce your specialty. So Dinara, do you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Can we check the sound? If you can hear me well, please let me know.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for this meeting and for your presentations, dear participants from Iran. I think the information you provided was very interesting, and unfortunately, some of our colleagues, for instance, from the water department, they are probably not here yet. But I think that if you can provide us with your information or presentations, then we can, our colleagues, they can discuss it and maybe can contact you with regarding information. But right now, I would like to say a little about another educational program which we call Plant Science and the Technology. So it is more related to the Department of Agriculture. And if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning of our meeting, one of your colleagues had already discussed the Faculty of Agriculture, right? So I would also like add a bit information about this study program at our university. So maybe I think that Mr. Yusbo, he has already provided the general information about the university, and I would like to give more detailed information about the study program. And if you can let me, I would like to share my screen and to show what kind of courses we have. Please, is it possible? Yeah, please. Oh, just a moment. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, no, it's not working right now, fortunately. Yes. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, let me briefly introduce you about with the educational program, Plant Science and Technology. So as you can see from this document that we have for our bachelor students, we have 4 years of education. So I don't know in Iran how many years normally your students study, maybe also 4 or 3 probably, yes. But in our case at Kazna, yes, we study for our bachelor students, they study 4 years. And here I would like to give the information about the courses for each year. So for the first year, I mean, in terms of academic mobility, maybe for first year students, probably it won't be interesting to realize this mobility, since according to our educational standards of our government, so we have like compulsory courses, compulsory components, which are more related to Kazakhstan, I mean, national language and maybe the history and the courses like this. So that is why I would suggest to try to do this mobility with second year students. Maybe it might be more interesting for them. For instance, if you can see here, we also have these compulsory components, but we also have optional courses for the students. And you can see that there are, for instance, like something from the Department of Plant Protection. If you also have such kind of department in agricultural faculty, like so there are courses like basic phytopathology, plant diseases, and also some courses from horticulture. We are also very much interested in the area of horticulture, so there are a lot of different courses which are related to this area, as you can see from this little table. So it is for 38 students as well. And also, if your professors are ready also to give some lectures, maybe on fundamentals of scientific research, or also a lot of courses from plant protection part. For instance, in the semester, on 30 students after New Year in the second term, I mean, they also have some courses from this table. as you also can see, it's part of horticulture and also something from soil science. So if you also can do some exchange on these courses. And for our 4th year students, so we have more not like even complicated, but also interesting courses like genetics, maybe the breeding, also the epidemiology and the plant diseases. Also, we have this advanced statistics and the biotechnology. So as you can see that there are also some courses which, where your students can also take part, and our students can do the same. I mean, if we are ready to do some exchange with your students and with our students, I think that the best way to do it, to have a look at the both programs and then maybe try to find the joint interests and then maybe discuss it further. Actually, it is all from my side, and if you have any questions and you would like to get more information, please, I'm ready. I will try at least to answer all your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a nice presentation.
Dr. Banejad, excuse me.
Yes.
Can I ask
Yes.
a question?
Please.
Yes.
Thank you. Excuse me, Dainara. If I
Yes.
spell quickly.
Yes, you may spell it in this way as well. Yes.
Thank you very much. Would you please explain more how we can exchange student? You mean this? Explain more, please.
I'm sorry, because this is a general question, and it needs to explain for all the departments. Now, because it's for all the participants, if you let me, this question will answer at the end of this meeting. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Dr.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I also agree. I think that the aim of this meeting is also maybe to try to find the way how can we do and realize this. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
It's right. You're welcome. If you let me, Dr. Yaspol, I would like to invite the head of the department to start her speech. Dr. Mahabi. Dr. Mahabi, are you ready?
Hello, I'm sorry, I don't have access to share my slides. I don't know if you have my voice.
If you look at the bottom of your page, your screen, I think you will find.
No, you see, I have problem with my system, and at the moment I'm talking through my cell phone. So if it's okay, I can give you some information without sharing slides.
Okay, no problem. If it's possible, you can turn on your camera too.
Okay, let me check it. You see, I have problem, and I'm not sure what should I do.
I think there is no problem. You can just tell about your department, I think.
Okay, thank you. I'm Mahbad Moibi from Department of Food Science and Technology, and I must say that the educational research activities of the Department of Food Science and Technology has begun from 1974. And currently in master's and doctoral degrees, students apply in 4 majors of food biotechnology, food technology, food chemistry, and also food engineering. And currently we have about 100 doctoral students and also 20 postdoctoral researchers in the department. As I mentioned before, we have 4 research group in our department. One of them is food biotechnology group, and my colleagues are mainly focusing on food biotechnology, food microbiology, and food virology. In food chemistry groups, my colleagues are working on food chemistry and analysis, food lipids and antioxidants, and also food proteins. And in food engineering groups, we mainly focus on food virology, food biopolymers, food physics, food engineering, flavor perception, and application of image processing and intelligent systems in food engineering. In the food technology group, my colleagues are working on sensory analysis, food hydrocolloids, emulsions, colloids, and biopolymers, meat products, fruits and vegetable processing, cereal technology, and also dairy technology. Numerous national awards, a top position among the country's food science and technology departments, top faculty members, and world-renowned scientists, especially top scientists in Web of Science, are other advantages of the department. Also, there is a food complex in the area of 4,000 square meters next to the department. Production lines of various dairy products, canned food, meat products, and bakery items are there. And also we have advanced laboratories, including sensory and cognitive analysis center, frying research core, vegetable and fruits and vegetable research core, and packaging research core, and many others. And we will be so glad to have collaboration with your university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Mohibi, for your nice explanation about your department. Professor Yasbul. Professor Yasbul.
So, dear Hussein, I'll try to ask our colleagues from veterinary faculty here.
Yes.
Asel Joldaspekova. Asel, do you hear me? Asel.
Yes, of course, please.
Asel Joldaspekova, do you hear me?
Yes.
Asel, please tell us about your faculty, please, because our colleagues from Iran interested in collaboration with your faculty.
Okay. Hello, dear professors. My name is Asel Joldaspekova. I'm working at the department microbiology, virology, and immunology, and we are studied. How to say, teach students, and also we are working with projects. Topics of our projects, it's about leptospirosis, listeriosis nowadays, and now our study program is for bachelor degrees. We teach the veterinary microbiology, veterinary virology for the third course students.
Asel, камера кішкене берде қараңызшы.
Так, камера, okay.
So just tell about your faculty, please, a little bit about your faculty, department.
Okay. Our faculty consists the 5 departments. The first of the departments, the surgery and surgery department, and the second is clinical therapeutic, and the third is a big department. It's biological safety. In this department, we have 3 how to say part of the, and they are teach about pathological of animals and the parasites, and also the fourth is the veterinary, it's microbiology, and the fifth it's veterinary sanitation. It's veterinary sanitation. It's like food safety. In other countries, they are called the food safety, but in Kazakhstan and from the Soviet Union, we call the veterinary sanitation. Like this, yeah.
So thank you, Asil. I think in future, if our colleagues from Iran intends to make cooperation closely to your faculty, they can write directly to you, and I think you can make joint projects in future.
Okay, thank you. We are welcome to the collaboration in your university. Please, if you're interested in the microbiology and the food, in our PhD students, we invite finding the second
scientific advisor,
yes, there is second advisor, and if it's you are interested in this in this problem, please write now. And our project about the leptospirosis and listeriosis. If it's interested, please writing me on my email. Thank you.
Dear Hossein, we can't hear you. Just switch on your microphone, please. Switch on your microphone, please.
Okay. Okay, if you let me, I would like to invite my colleagues from Department of Biosystems Engineering. From Biosystems Engineering. I'm looking at Dr.
Hello, everybody. Do you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And do you have my picture?
Very dark.
Yeah, I'm sorry for poor lighting, but I'm sure I'm handsome even in the dark. Dr. Hossein, don't worry. All right, it's nice for me to be with you, all the people from Kazakhstan and also my friends in Mashhad University. Let me share my my screen. Oh, what's it? It's something wrong, I think. I don't know what the problem is. I can't share, doctor. I can't share my screen. I see a green button, but it doesn't work. Let me. Can you see my presentation, doctor?
No, not yet. You should click here near the green bottom, demonstration of the screen.
I can see the green button, but you know it says that screen sharing has failed to start. Please try. Oh wait. Okay, I'll tell you something without the presentation.
Okay, no problem.
My name is Dr. Abbaspur, representative of Department of Biosystem Engineering. Actually, I haven't heard anything about engineering or agricultural engineering or biosystem engineering from your colleagues. Anyway, I will tell you something about my department. We have a study program in all stages, undergraduate program, and also we have MSc and PhD program for agricultural mechanization and mechanics of biosystem engineering. Also, we are about 10 academic staff. 3 of them are professor and the other are associated professor and assistant professors. We are working on a variety of subject area. So we need some facilities. We've got a biogas laboratory, and also some students work on internal combustion engine. So we have an engine laboratory. Also, we are working on physical and mechanical properties of agricultural produces and fruits and vegetables. So we have a laboratory for this subject. We are hardly working on nanotechnology. So we have a nanostructure laboratory with focusing on solar cell using in greenhouses and also using nanotechnology for food packaging. One of the most important subject area in our department is the precision agriculture or precision farming. So we have a laboratory for machine vision and image processing. Also, you have a division for agricultural machinery testing, and we have a good equipment and tools for manufacturing different machinery or devices we need. Our research interest in different stages are waste management. We have many losses in the agricultural sector, so a good subject to study in my country because of many losses in different products. Also, we are very interested in renewable energy with focusing on solar energy and biomass utilization. We are working also on design and manufacture of different agricultural machinery and also post-harvest processing, including drying, packaging, and peeling, etc. In the section of designing and manufacturing, we are actually focusing on variable rate technology to design some agricultural machinery with the variable rate application, which is needed for precision agriculture. And we have a good study for management system analysis, in-farm and off-farm management. So it is very good opportunity for us, for our side, to have some collaboration, including a split PhD or some workshop in our department or sometime in your country, it would be very nice. And we are really to have such a collaboration. I think the time is running short, and I wanted to show some of my equipment and laboratory, but I can't show it. So I terminate my talk and ready to hear the speech of other friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor, for your nice speech. I would like to ask Dr. Yaspol, please.
So, dear Hussein, here, one of our young scientists from horticulture department, Begzat Turigildiv, and he will, I think, introduce his department also. Begzat, please.
Yes, yep. Hello. My name is Begzat. I'm a PhD in horticulture, Department of Horticulture. And I'd like to introduce my department, not only department, also faculty. We have in our faculty, in our department especially, we are nowadays constructing Korean smart greenhouse, where our scientists and students will do the research together with Korean colleagues. This smart greenhouse is kind of more invested by Korean government, Ministry of Agriculture of Korea. There will be participating our students from the different departments, departments of horticulture, departments of agronomy, departments of soil science, crop protection, agroengineering, IT department. So especially it's kind of huge investments, and a huge work is going well. And October 28th will be opening day ceremony of this greenhouse. This is a unique greenhouse. Why is it unique? It's the latest technology of Korea. We were working with Korea almost 3 and almost 4 years doing, and the finishing program was with developing this program. And the second part is we have great opportunities to work with colleagues from Dutch colleagues from Netherlands. We're working with Wageningen University and the other Utrecht University in our department. Also, we have, can you hear me? We built a demonstration site with together with 14 Dutch companies in agriculture, especially in fruit production and berry production. Their crop protection system, irrigation system, new modern Dutch irrigation system, crop protection system, and other methods, also developing seedlings of apple and pears and other fruits, working together with our colleagues. Also, maybe I'm just apologize. I just joined this meeting now because we had like meeting with Korean colleagues. We have agri-technological hub. Maybe someone mentioned about that. This is a unique agri-technology hub. Is a basic point is to transfer new technologies to Kazakhstan. For example, not all technologies and the scientific works methods will be adapted for local conditions. So for this reason, we do work with foreign colleagues. First, we have different teams. One team is working, identifying which technology is useful for Kazakhstan, not only for university, it's for Kazakhstan. And this technology will be developed by our scientists. And if our scientists will not have kind of knowledge, we invite foreign colleagues, and together with them, they develop the system in local conditions. In this case, not only education, also science, also third parties, business working together. For this reason, we develop 2 projects, big projects with Dutch colleagues and Korean colleagues. We also have a close relationship with colleagues from Philippines and South Korea, from Japan regarding horticulture. So just kind of short information. just in case, if you have kind of questions regarding not only horticulture, maybe regarding plant science, just please, I'm welcome to help you and work together.
Okay, thank you very much for a nice speech. Dr. Yasbul.
Yes, yes. Yeah, Hussein.
Okay, if you let me, I would like to invite one of my colleagues from horticulture science and the landscape.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. I am Behta Alzude from the Department of Horticultural Science and Landscape Architecture, and it is my pleasure to introduce my department and my colleague to you and your colleague. Just a minute, let me share my, sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture is one of department of agricultural science at Ferdausi University. The field of horticulture and landscape architecture is a widely, sorry, I don't know if you can see, widely diverse. And the people in the Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture try to improve the live in many ways all around the world. The faculty, staff, and students of the department work to feed people body and soul in Iran and all around the world. The challenge is great with population growth, urbanization, and climate change setting in contexts in which we work. Our goal is not just to meet people's minimal caloric needs, but to provide nutrition, safe food, beautiful environment, and they contribute to all aspects of individual and community health. Some of these aspects are include vegetable and fruit production, packing and storage shed to keep our food safe and secure, flower and landscape that beautify our urban, suburban, and rural communities, build natural and social environment to improve the quality of life. If I want to speak about the academic course, we have undergraduate and postgraduate course. In undergraduate, we have Bachelor of Horticultural Science and also Bachelor of Landscape Architecture. In postgraduate course, the student can study master degree and PhD degree in our department. In a master degree, the student, it is possible for the student to study Master of Ornamental Plants, Master of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, Master of Pomology, Master of Olericulture, and Master of Landscape Architecture. In PhD degree, we offer two kind of PhD degree, PhD in Physiology and Physiology or Horticultural Crops, and PhD in Biotechnology and Breeding of Horticultural Crops. If I want to speak about our facility, we have 4 modern laboratories, which is include the Biotechnology and Tissue Culture Lab, Plant Physiology Lab, Ornamental Plants Lab, and Postgraduate Lab, Research Greenhouses, High Density Garden and Fruit Research Center, Medicinal Mushroom Research and Production Center, and Design Studio for Landscape Architecture students. Our faculty member, we have about 10 faculty members, which is working on ornamental plants, medicinal plants, horticulture, pomology, and landscape architecture, and breeding of them. Our professional activity, our department is the main center of Iranian Scientific Association for Landscape. Our department is a branch of Iranian Horticultural Science Society. The course of landscape architecture in our department is accredited by International Federation of Landscape Architecture, IFLA, and Landscape Institute in the UK as well. The Scientific Journal of Horticultural Science, which is indexed by many other websites is published by our department. Here you can see some picture of our laboratory, tissue culture laboratory, ornamental plant laboratory, and postgraduate laboratory. Again, tissue culture and mushroom research centers, and you can say some activity or some of our greenhouse for produce mushrooms, and you can see here. It is our pleasure to hospitality you and your students in our department. At the moment, we have an international student from Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria, which is studying in master's degree and PhD degree. It is our pleasure to have a joint program with your university and your department, and then it is possible for a faculty member and also for a student to study, for example, 2 years in our department and 2 years in your departments, and it will be happy to have any kind of collaborated with you. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer to your questions.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alizadeh, for your nice presentation. Dr. Yasbol, please.
So, dear Hussein, main reporters just made the had a speech, and now I'll try to ask our some colleagues to introduce their departments here. Jaslan Maratullah. Jaslan, do you hear me?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, Jaslan, please tell to our colleagues from Iran about your department, please.
Hello, my name is Jaslan. I'm from Department of Technology and Bioresources. Our main target of in the agriculture of Kazakhstan is technology and bioresources. So we used technology for making bioresources. Firstly, the resource of agriculture is first is meat, milk producing, and other animal breeding in agriculture. So my main direction in agriculture, so I in the horse breeding is my main agricultural. I'm working in that sphere. Firstly, I want to say about introduction in the food and nutrition in our culture is closely interrelated in any traditional in our traditional culture. So nomadism is our in our culture is the main and important term in Kazakhstan. So the main foods of nomads was various types of the from the dairy products and the animal meat. We hunted wild animals to a lesser extent products of farming and gathering. About horse breeding in Kazakhstan, we have two directions of the horse breeding. The first is a horse productive horse breeding, and sport breeding. Productive horse breeding we used for to make milk, like kumis. Maybe you hear that national product of the Kazakhstan, and horse meat. is very popular in Europe countries. And the second direction is sport breeding. Sport breeding in our Kazakhstan, we have one famous breed, the breed of the Kostanay horse breed, and we have three main breeds in the horse breeding. In the horse production, horse breeding is first is a Kazakh national breed. Of course, it's a Kushum horse breed and Mughal horse breed. So this is the main horse breeds in Kazakhstan in for productional horse. So in the sport breeding, also we have truth-bred breeds. So in the Turkmen, the famous Turkmen breed is the Turkmen breed, and so Arab breeds we used in the sport breeding and the sport national games in our Kazakhstan hippodrome. So that's firstly I want to say just main directions of my working is horses, equine culture in Kazakhstan. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask some questions? I have a question. Can I ask?
Just a moment, please. I have to take one presentation, and after that, we have a time for question and answer. Okay?
Sure. Excellent.
You're welcome.
I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Dr. Yaspol, if you let me, I would like to invite my colleague from Biotechnology and Plant Breeding Department. From Biotechnology and Plant Breeding.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, please.
Let me just share my video with you.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Ali Reza Saifi. I'm unfortunately the head of department of plant biotechnology couldn't make it for today's meeting, so I am presenting the plant biotechnology and plant breeding department. I hope I could fill his shoes properly. Our department is one of the newest established departments in Faculty of Agriculture. Maybe less than 20 years ago, it was established. We are 8 people, 4 of them are professor, 2 associate professor, and 2 assistant professor. We are working mainly on plant genetic resources, characterization, and deploying the plant genetic resources in crop breeding. The other main area of research is working on plant responses to abiotic and biotic stresses, and molecular farming, producing vaccines and pharmaceuticals in plants is another branch of our research. One of our colleagues is focused on edible mushroom breeding. Dr. Farsi is a well-known scientist in the country for working on mushrooms. We also work on ornamental plants, mostly on tissue culture and propagation. And also some of our colleagues work on algae to produce biofuels and other industrially important compounds. Dr. Yaspol, from your presentation, I understood that you have collaboration with the most prestigious universities in the world in agriculture, Wageningen University and Cornell. It's wonderful, actually. But I think in the region, we have common problems. We have common challenges, climate change, heat stress, drought stress, water shortage, soil pollution. I think it would be good if we could initiate collaboration on this common problem as well. I just want to give one general suggestion to Dr. Banejad and Professor Yespel. To my opinion, and based on my experience from Dutch universities, I would suggest to focus mostly on setting up research collaboration first. The education will come along automatically. That's the way Dutch universities follow the collaboration, and it's really successful. I think if we could set up a couple of main projects, then workshops and training students, lecturers will come along automatically. For the information about our department is available on the website. I will be available through my email, and I will be happy to discuss further opportunities for such collaborations. I think the plant abiotic stress, as far as I understand from your presentation, is a really serious common problem we have in both countries. So from our department, I think that would be one of the main joint projects with your university. That's all I had to say. If there is any question, I will be happy to elaborate. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Mohammadi. Dr. Yespel, please.
Very good idea, Ali Reza Sifi suggests. I think we should work directly in some with every department should work directly in some scientific project, and it will be better if you Ali Reza, if you send us your email address through Hussein, and we'll write to you, and maybe you have some idea about making joint projects, and we'll find and we will ask our professors to consider, and then they will send you mail.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Dr. Yespel, is there anybody more for explanation?
Dear Hussein, I'll try to ask if someone wants to make a speech. So here, Julkshibayeva Mirwet from our university. So Mirwet, do you hear us? Mirwet? Mirwet, do you hear me? Okay, I think that's all, and I will.
I have questions.
If you let me,
recordings.
if you let me, if there is nobody from your university, one department from my university remain Department of the Plant Protection. Okay. If you let me, I will ask the representative of the Department of Plant Protection for her presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Please.
Yes, I am pleased to extend greetings to all of the participants in this meeting. Let me share my screen. Okay. My name is Sare Baghaei-Rawari, the head department of plant protection in Ferdausi University of Mashhad. I briefly try to explain concerning our department. As you know, plant protection is a academic discipline of agriculture science that considered ways and means of controlling diseases and pests of different kinds of plants. The Bachelor of Plant Protection degree was established in 1991 in our department. And the Department of Plant Protection trains professional graduates in two areas, naming plant pathology and agricultural entomology, both at master's and doctoral levels. Our department currently has 12 members with the academic rank of 4 professors and 8 associate professors. The area of plant pathology graduate PhD students in 4 branches, including plant mycology, plant nematology, plant virology, and plant pathogenic prokaryotes. And the research interests of this area are all kinds of subjects related to plant pathology, plant microbe interaction, and biological control. In addition, the 5 members in the major of agricultural entomology works on 5 research topics consisting of insect pathology, insect ecology, pest management, insect toxicology, and systematics. Now, what can I say about lab facilities? We have 2 educational laboratories for bachelor students, for research lab for graduate student, and also the entomology collection and greenhouses for the performing the experiments. Finally, I can say the aim of our department is to train the undergraduate student as experts who can detect the plant pests and diseases accurately, and who can suggest proper management methods to farmers, and also train graduate students capable of designing a research plan in all fields of plant pathology using integrated pest management. Thank you very much for our contribution and your attention.
Thank you very much for nice presentation. I would like to ask my colleagues from Ferdausi of Mashhad and Agricultural Faculty of the Kazakhstan for the question. If you let me in order, I will ask Dr. Ziai, or you, please. Dear Professor,
it was very interesting presentation. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
My name is Beksat from Horticulture Department. I have a question regarding the crop protection system, also for the Dr. Ali Riza, Professor Ali Riza from Department of Horticulture. Do you have research works on fire blight, against the fire blight? Because in Kazakhstan, the fire blight becoming a huge issue for the farmers, also for scientists. And nowadays, many like business owners, also universities, institutions working together with against the fire blight. That's the first question. Second question is for the Department of Plant Breeding. We have a modern new laboratory for microclonical propagation of plants. This is the head of this laboratory, Professor Shantasov Serik, who works in our department. They're nowadays working on developing virus-free seedlings in many fruits and other plants. It will be a great opportunity to join and work together regarding like many directions of like in a breeding ways, in a breeding programs. So it's kind of information. Just first was questions.
Okay, Dr. Alizadeh, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much for questions. First of all, yes, we have the same problem for fire blight and some researchers in our department are working about that, and especially in our university. It's a common problem in our regions. So we have the same problem, and we will be happy to any kind of collaborate with you about research for this area. Also, about the free sealing, it is our pleasure to do it, or in the biotechnology and tissue culture laboratory. We did it. We have some PhD thesis which is working about that. For example, some of them worked to produce free virus potato, and it is at the moment is commercial and for marketing, working for marketing. Also, we will be happy to working on native plants for landscapes, because according to climate change, we have to find out the same climate for finding new plant species to using in our green space, our urban landscape, and something like that. So it is possible for us to have any collaboration about these three matter with you and your department.
Yep, excellent.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. And is there anybody from Plant Protection Department for the second question? Okay.
Okay. I can say about the fire blight that you say, you know that this is a very vast, I mean, widespread disease all over the world, especially in the USA. The Erwinia omnivora, I mean, the vascular bacterial pathogen of this disease plays in the vascular tissue. So if it plays in that part of the plant, we can't eradicate this pathogen. Only we want to do something that manage the manage the disease. Nowadays in Iran, because of the climate change, we have no rainy days, especially, you know, for this pathogen in spring, the humidity is important to infect the trees. Nowadays in Iran, only we can pay attention to select the certified seedlings and uses the mixture of chemical and biological materials. And our colleagues in our department explain a lot of PhD theses about how can they manage this, how can they manage fire blight with biological substances. For example, many mixture of essential oils and PGPR bacteria, plant growth promoting bacteria, and they have some results, but it needs also more complementary works. Thank you, Dr. Banerjee.
Okay, thank you very much for your answers. I would like to ask Dr. Ziai, please, please present your question.
Thank you all. I wanted to ask Dinara to tell us how can we realize actualize the student exchange between our university and their university. How can we do it?
For your question, and I think that it was the core point of this meeting to discuss how can we actually realize this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was the plan of this meeting. Yes, I mean, we're planning to discuss this. How can we do it? And why I offered this to realize the academic mobility. We are trying to do the same with our foreign partners from another university as well. So it was the way how we discussed it last time with Indonesian universities. So we was thinking to start to analyze the study programs from the both sides, and probably maybe it is a good idea to choose the direction. I mean, maybe the same faculties or departments from plant science and maybe animal science, then to compare the study program, and then probably to discuss it with your colleagues, and then during the next meeting maybe to offer some good ideas how to do this. So it was what we were working on. So I mean that maybe if you can also look and maybe find out the way how can we do it, and probably you have already experienced such kind of academic mobilities other universities, and actually we can apply the same way in this case as well. So that is why I offered this, and actually that's it. And I think that the best way to do this is just to compare the study programs, to try to with one course probably or two, I don't know, and probably we can also try to give online lectures with our professors from our university and from your university. So because of pandemic, so we know that there are some problems with visiting the countries. So that is why I think that we can just start with this point, probably to involve our professors, teaching staff for online lectures, probably. And then maybe we also can do some exchange with a few students. Hopefully it was the answer for your question.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. But according to the MOU that it was signed by both universities, it's possible all interested field for common work, for common research in all fields of interest, it's possible to cooperation between the two universities. And another question?
Yes, sorry, let me add a bit information about the research. I think that it is also a good way to do it. I mean, maybe we also can start with joint supervision of our PhD students. So it is very good thing to start, because our PhD students, they also need some foreign supervision from another universities. And if we can find this joint part from both sides, then I can like this.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Dianara, Dr. Laswal, Dr. Yaswal, please. Dr. Yaswal.
Yes, dear Hussein, I think today was very interesting meeting, and for both sides. And for example, myself, I found a lot of interesting information about your university, about your facilities, and about your staff and your research work and assets. And I think in future we can make joint projects. And first of all, it's in the field of research, making research. We know it will be very interesting, as mentioned by your professors, because we situated in one part of the earth, and we have same problems, ecological problems, and problems of climate changing, and another problems. And I think we can make good joint research jobs, projects. That's why if you have some ideas, please just send to Dr. Hossein, and he will send me your contacts, and I'll give to our professors your contacts. And if you need some information from our side, also I will send you contacts of our professors. I think in future we can first step will be making academic mobility of our staff and students, and the second stage will be making research. And if it's possible, we invite you to our university to come and host our university. So we are glad to meet you. Thank you for suggestion to make that meeting, Dr. Hossein. I think it was very useful for both sides.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Yaspol. And I think in the near future, I will prepare the action plan for this meeting and for this MOU. And I would like to make thanks to all of my colleagues and your colleagues in your university. And I hope in the near future, we start the real work, not just in the paper. No, I would like to take part in the cooperation, common work in research, in joint degree for the postgraduate students, and also in common research work. And it's very interesting for us. And I would like to thank all my colleagues that take part in this meeting. And thank you again for your efforts for preparing this webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, all participants. And I wish the best time for all of the participants.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. See you later.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Nice day.
Bye-bye.
Dr. Yaspol, Professor Yaspol.
Yeah.
Please send me the recorded file.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll send.
I can share with my colleagues.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.